Okay guys, continuing on. Now we're going to cut the masking tape off the shoe and to show you the two sides of the pattern. So first what I do, I like to go down my center line, the shaft of the shoe all the way down to the toe when I cut my pattern off my shoe last. I just go over it really good, maybe twice. That way, once you start peeling away the masking tape, it will peel very easily. So then I go to the back of the shoe last at the heel and I cut down that other center line on the back of the heel. And I usually start at the heel and taking the tape off. And remember guys, I told you to kind of go around twice and layer your masking tape when you start taping it, so it can be have like a second layer, because once you start pulling the tape off, you don't want to tear it. So I just start at the heel of the shoe last, taking my masking tape off. And you just grab it slowly and work your way to the front of the shoe on each side. You can see as it's tearing off, pretty easy. And just take your time and go slowly. You don't want to mess up your nice design you made and have to start over. So just take your time and pulling the tape off. And you kind of know when to take it easy and maybe start at the top of the toe to start pulling that part of that tape off. You can feel a little resistance, so just so you have your tape to meet and not have it messed up. I'm just going to start pulling from the tip of the toe back up the shaft of the shoe last. Remember I said you will have two sides to your pattern, the right side and the left side. Tape is stuck on my hand, y'all. Okay, Now, here is the left side of the shoe. Let me get it unstuck here if I can. Okay, I think you can still see the shape of it. Alright guys, you see the shape of it and the design on the left side of the pattern. Now, this little loop here, not loop, this little area here, you can see where the tape is really funky there. So what I'm going to do is take a small piece of tape and just layer it down on my tape to kind of get a, now you see how you don't have that dip. That's what I was looking for, the word dip. You don't have that dip in there. So it could be a little bit straight. So when you take your pattern and put it down on your cloth or leather, you want to make it as neat as possible. But first what you're going to do is take the pattern, put it on a kind of a thick, maybe, or cardstock or something, drawing paper that's really thick. You put this down on that, and then you draw around your pattern, and then you cut it out, because the masking tape can get very sticky if you try to do it on your, just on your cloth or your leather. So I always use that type of material, like a cardstock or something, to trace it. So here goes taking off the other side of the pattern. Let me start at the back, like I said, because it's a little bit easier if you start with the wide space instead of the narrow part of the shoe. It just pulls off a little bit more easier that I found out. Keep pulling till you get to the end. And make sure, guys, you try to get every part of your pattern onto the original tape. Make sure you try to get everything off the shoe last. You just pinch it up. You just pinch it up until you get it back together. Alright. I think I tore it a little bit, guys, but I think you get the gist of it. Just try to get everything off the shoe last to where it comes out clean with nothing left on the shoe last. So I put a little hole in this pattern, so I'm going to take a piece of tape and just put it on here to close that hole. So this is the right side of the shoe pattern. So like I said, you will then have two sides to your shoe pattern. Alright guys, that's it. So if you have any questions or comments, please put them below, and please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you on the next video.